All right, so we're moving on to example 3. We're going to rewrite a formula and then we'll try something similar down here. So our example is a worker at a framing store is making a rectangular frame. He he knows that the perimeter of the frame is 144 inches. I'm just giggling because I've got she down here. So that's kind of fun. All right, he or she knows that the perimeter of the frame is 144 inches and the length is 40 inches. How can he or she determine the width of the frame? So, because they gave us the perimeter and we know the total perimeter, we can use the perimeter formula to answer this question. Perimeter formula involves length and width. You guys probably know to find perimeter, you can just add up all the sides going around whatever shape you're talking about. But there is a more formal formula that you can use. P equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Now this works for rectangles and squares. The reason why is because they have 2 lengths that are the same size and 2 widths that are the same size. And so if you multiply those by 2 and then add it all together, you will get your total perimeter. So they gave us in the problem, they said that the length is 40 inches. So what we know is that the perimeter is 144 and that the length is 40 inches. And we're all in the same unit. That's one thing we got to be aware of. Sometimes this curriculum likes to throw us off a little bit and change, our units on us. We might have to do some converting, but we're good here. So we are going to plug in what we know, and they're asking for the width. So we are going to end up solving for this W right here. All right, so we know the perimeter is 144, so I'm plugging that in for the P. It's equal to 2 times the length, which is 40, plus 2 times the width, which we don't know. Now to solve this equation for W, let's go ahead and simplify that 2 times 40, just to get that cleaned up a little bit. 144 equals, that gives us 80 plus 2W. Now this is a two-step equation. It's over on the right side. To get rid of the 2, we're going to have to divide by 2. To get this 80 to the other side, it's positive. We're going to have to subtract. Whatever's connected to your variable is always the last number to go. So we're going to start with the 80. We're going to subtract 80 from both sides. 144 minus 80 is 64. I'm going to transfer my work over here because I'm writing big. So 64 is equal to 2W. Then we can divide both sides by 2. We are dividing because W is being multiplied by the 2. That cancels, leaving us with a width equal to 32. And then the label that we want, we are in inches on this problem, so 32 inches. All right, well, that wasn't too bad. Let's take a look at our try it. Sometimes these are a little more challenging. It lets us, deepen our thinking a little bit, which is good for learning math. Write a formula for the area of a triangle. A equals 1/2 BH. I'm going to go ahead and write that down in terms of H. So let me talk about this formula for a second. A is the area of the triangle. B is the length of the base of the triangle. And H is the length of the height, or is the measurement of the height of the triangle. So here we want to find the height of a triangle when A equals 18. Oh, actually up here. Write the formula for the area of a triangle in terms of H. That means solve for H. So in this example, we have one term right here, 1/2 BH. I will tell you, taking care of that 1/2 makes this a little bit more straightforward. To get that 1/2 to cancel, we can multiply both sides of this equation by a 2. Right here, 2 times 1/2, half of 2 is just 1. Those do cancel each other out. So we're left with 2 times A is equal to the base times the height. We are solving for the height. The height is being multiplied by B. So to undo that, we will divide both sides by B. Cancel your B. So our height is equal to 2 times the area of the triangle divided by the length of the base. Now that we have that formula, answering the next question is pretty easy. It says, find the height of a triangle. So we have a formula for height when A equals 18 inches squared. I do want to point out inches squared is our label for area, and B equals, this inches should not have a squared on it. So that is a typo right there. I just say our base is equal to 9 inches. So we're going to take our height formula, 2 times the area of the base, or area of the triangle divided by the base, and we're going to plug in what we know. They told us that the area of the triangle is 18 and the base of the triangle is 9, and then we just simplify this. 2 times 18 is 36. 36 divided by 9 is 4. So the height of this triangle is 4, and then we want to take a look back at what units we are in. We are in inches, so 4 inches.